So today's Beyond Meditation is again understanding another nuance of 2021. That's what our Saturday meditations are about at the moment. And this particular nuance that is coming through to be shared today is it's really about openness, opulence, opportunity, um, organization, the color orange, which is all about self actualization. Or these are all the different elements that are available to us to work with and to access, to invoke, to activate, to amplify during 2021. So we'll just take one at a time and I'll see what chooses to come through. 2021 presents a very unique opening. It presents a very unique opening for us to delve into what may be the unknown. And with a knowingness that all is well and occurring in perfect timing, in the perfect rhythm. And we may not have seen these openings before. They've been there, but we may not have seen these openings previously. They become visible to us because we stepped into our flow. If you're not in flow, you're just, grasping and grappling for some form of normality. But when you are in flow, you actually start observing various openings. And what are these openings to? They are openings to what you decided you were going to experience the fullness of when your soul chose to take on this human presence. So you will experience, you will witness, you will see openings that you have not seen before. Now, those of you who know what your source mastery is, and you can get yourself to be stationed in that, it will, the openings will be very much aligned to that. For those of you who are going to really learn about being in your flow, the openings will still be there. You will just need to interpret them in a way that you can take action. Every opening is not an opportunity necessarily. It is an opening that sometimes will be an opening that shows you a new vista, a new vantage point, where you can see what's possible. There'll be other openings that will be an opening for you to take action. There could be openings that are openings for release. So you can literally release some stuff that you may have carried yourself as a burden. And you can allow that to be released through this opening. And they come in all forms and all shapes and sizes and all guises. So it could be that opening is presented to you by a person or by a vista that you've just seen. Or it could be an opening that is an opportunity that is presented to you, and it matches exactly that you might have dreamt about at some point. The first thing to understand is that openings are going to become visible to us. When you are in your flow, you will see them, you will have the time to engage with them, and you will keep flowing forward. The interesting thing about 2021 is the current is flowing in flow. So because it's a flowing current that is moving forward, then when you see an opening, even before you choose to take any action or not, or whatever it is, as long as you remain in your flow, you have the time and the chance to observe this opening. and what that means for you, what that makes available to you, whilst allowing yourself to keep flowing forward. So already this could be something that is an opening for many of you to behave differently, where in the past you might have seen an opening and decided to regroup and pause and take stock and all of that. Here, the way you can leverage an opening is by allowing yourself to keep flowing forward. Now, what comes with an opening is openness, where you give permission to yourself so that you are open to receiving the purity of what is being shared with you. So people feel that they can actually share, where in the past they might not have been able to. So the openness is more of keeping a finger on the pulse, you know? Once you have observed the opening, then you look at the opportunities. And for some reason, I mean, I would have thought, well, opening opportunities, what the hell? What in heavens? It could be all happening together. But for some reason, you know, there is and that must be to do with our ability to stay in flow. It is like, first see what's the opening. So I guess the opening is a little bit like a blossoming. You know, once the bud starts blossoming, so once you've seen the opening, then you consider what's the opportunity that is now available to you. So there is the opportunity that is available to you, again, will require some connecting of dots. For you to be able to decipher the opportunity in its fullness, you may receive it in bits and pieces. And when you start connecting the dots, is where the fullness of the opportunity becomes visible. So just imagine, you know, there you are, and you know, you've seen that there is an opening and you are flowing in a current, and you understand that, okay, so these openings actually open up certain opportunities. The opportunities, you're looking at it with a view to deciphering and discerning for yourself what action you are to take. Not all opportunities are action worthy. So here's what 2021 is also enabling. It's enabling a sharpening of the pencil, if you like, where you start making choices. So you've seen that there is an opening. You distill what could be the opportunity here. You start, as you're flowing forward, there'll be different facets, different aspects of that opportunity will become clearer and clearer and clearer. And you start connecting the dots. And in that connection of the dots, you will experience the fullness of the opportunity. For the fullness of the opportunity to be complete, 2021 actually gives you the time and space to bring into the fullness of the opportunity all the experiences that you have garnered and amassed in your life experiences up to this point in time. So as you're connecting the dots, you may see some new opportunities, and you connect the dots and you go into, what does this opportunity make available to me? What is possible as a result of harnessing what's available? And then you go into the space of what else have I got in my treasure trove, my talent trove, that you have already amassed, that could actually make this opportunity enrich and enhance its impact. Because what's also available to you this year is opulence. And the combination of opulence in flow is exquisite. Opulence by itself can be a very different experience and not a very pleasant one, providing instant gratification, but not necessarily long-term fulfillment. But when you are very focused on staying in flow, allowing the flowing current to carry you forward, opulence combined with you being in flow is quite an exquisite experience. This is what, this is where I would use Catherine's word of abundance. Opulence and flow in the 2021 flowing current is abundance. Awesome and abundant. It literally washes away any lack that you may experience in any area of your life. It's that amazing. And I can see why I'm in Dubai. I mean, it is absolutely opulent. There's no question about it. And I'm experiencing this abundance experience within myself. And, my sister and I, usually we take stock of how the day went at the end of the day. And she's having her own experiences as well, where she's been working more on bringing flow into her life. And the combination is quite amazing. That is abundance in action. Awesome and abundant. 2021 makes that possible, makes that available. Begins with openings. And remember, all of that really begins with us allowing ourselves the openness to receive. There is something else which is quite interesting that is being anchored in 2021. Because we've got between now and 2025, really, that each year has got a very specific energy. And between now and 2025 is that anchoring of that experience that we can call as heaven on earth, where it is so for everyone. So what starts to open up for us as the year progresses, and we will experience more of it during the slipstream times, is an understanding at a nuance level of omnipresence. So the omnipresence is often associated with the energy of God. And to me, our soul being is omnipresent. Because it is a speck of consciousness of the same energy that created everything. And that's one thing to understand intellectually, and it's a completely different thing to experience it in the vibe of omnipresence that surrounds us. It's like, you've all gone through, pretty much everyone here has been on one or several of the sessions that I've done here in Beyond Meditation. And you know how it feels when I take you on a journey and you connect to your own inner light. When we did this connection to the soul and you saw your own light expanding and how amazing it was. The omnipresence is bringing that illumination inside of you, from the outside, from all around you, above you, below you, front of you, back of you, everywhere. And the omnipresence, the impact of that in terms of our human psyche or human experience is a feeling that we are looked after. Someone out there has got our back, and it's a very strong energy force that has our back. It gives us our spine. And if there's any rupture in your spine, you literally reclaim that. And you can stand tall and move forward. And because you are choosing to be in flow, the move forward is a flowing move. We have now, it's a very powerful, yesterday was a very powerful day. 12, by the way, is another really big number. And yesterday, if you just look at the numbers, just write it down, 12/02/2021. It's just, there's something pretty sacred geometry-ish about just even writing that date down. It was a very powerful number. It was also the Chinese New Year, the metal ox. That's always an important landmark point in any year. The Georgian New Year and the Chinese New Year, and we've got the Hindu New Year coming up in March. But after the Chinese New Year, it's like there's a momentum that starts to rev up in terms of the energy of the year itself. And we are coming up to the 5th of March, which is the first slipstream. So using this time with this understanding of what 2021 makes available to you in terms of openings, harnessing your own openness to distill and decipher opportunities that are showing up without pausing to engage with them. You allow them to just show up. Give yourself that openness to receive them and give yourself the trust that you will connect the dots. You have learned to do that. Some of it you consciously are aware of, some you are not, but you wouldn't be here if you hadn't managed to connect the dots. You will get a nice little respite space where you can bring in all of your past experiences to have that experience of opulence and flow, the abundance experience. The presencing omnipresence around you brings about that exquisite experience of oneness, where this omnipresence of your soul really becomes one with the omnipresence around you. It's the same energy, and you have that knowingness that all is well and occurring in perfect timing, and you are taken care of. So let's anchor that with our human vibe attunement. Just a few moments of that. So get yourself comfortable. Your feet are on the floor. The middle of your feet are connected to the core of the earth. Drop your arms on either side. Stretch your fingertips a little. Imagine the tips of your fingers are connected to the core of the earth. The base of your spine is connected to the core of the earth. It's all connected with this beautiful alloy made with gold, silver, copper, and bronze. And just even connecting to that alloy that makes up this cord that is connecting you to the core of the earth, you feel that release that is taking place from you. It starts to release. You start clearing. And in this clearing, as that clearing is taking place, releasing, removing anything and everything that is not in service of your highest good, you literally start landing. And you start landing in your wholeness. It's like you automatically capture and bring into you all energies that you may ever have given out. It's as if they come into your body, and just as they enter your body, they enter a space that is a very powerful healing terrain. So you receive all of that vital life force, emotional energies that you may have ever given out. They're all coming into you again. And you concentrate your attention in your navel, in your sacral chakra. Take your left hand, put it on top of your navel, and your right hand on top of that. And for some of you, you will already be seeing like a hula hoop in the color orange. And for others, you will be seeing little blotches and patches of orange in different parts of your being. And as we do the human vibe attunement, and we anchor ourselves in the vibrational frequency of love, invoking, activating, allowing, and amplifying the powers and the prowess of the three words: acknowledge, receive, and accept. If you don't know what they are, listen to the previous sessions. There's a playlist about that. So you also activate the trust frequency, which allows you to be grounded so that you can expand infinitely. And as that grounding and expansion, infinite expansion starts to get activated, you connect to the presence of omnipresence, the vibe of that. You experience it from the outside coming in and from inside of you going out. All perfectly harmonized to the human vibe attunement. Breathe in to the count of 9, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 6. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your hands and just put them over your thighs. Your palms are facing upwards. The sacral chakra is in perfect state. Focus your attention into your heart. Fill your heart with love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Repeat after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. And this time when you repeat after me, just before you say the phrase human, presence yourself to the vibration of love that is oozing out of every cell in your field. And make that connection as you acknowledge, you receive, and accept. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I anchor this human within humanity. I anchor the 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 human within humanity. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your hands in between your heart and your throat today. Rub them against each other. Put them over your eyes. Open your eyes in them. Take them on top of your head, the back of your head, either side of your neck, down your shoulders, and do an energy sweep and blow. So, to complete our session today, please share your words in the chat. It's a very deep session that we've had today, and it is also phenomenally expansive. To such an extent that you may even feel your physical body parts wanting to expand and stretch out in a way that you haven't experienced before. Allow the openness. Omnipresent abundance. Yes, Catherine, high 10 to that. Splendor, thank you. Wow. The omnipresence is certainly with everyone here today. Thank you, Mynoo. Appreciate that. Anchored in love, love-filled. What a beautiful session just before we say hello to St. Valentine's this weekend. Awesome, amazing, abundance, indeed. Presence with a big smiley. Love, unlimited, infinite possibilities, opportunities. Indeed, Sarah, and you're experiencing it in ways you never envisioned you would. It's so brilliant, really, brilliance. Brilliance in action, so beautiful. I just love hearing your stories. Feel free to share it in the group. I know I have the privilege of receiving your private messages as well as the group, but some of it is very inspiring.
Will do. Thank you, Mynoo.
Right. Love, unlimited, infinite possibilities. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Received. Love is all around. It is abound and it manifests and it is us. We are love, exquisitely present in wholeness and love. Love and omnipresence. Happy Valentine's to all. Yes, indeed. Saint Valentine's. I'll do a little talk on Saint Valentine on Tuesday. Oh, I dance. Happy Valentine's Day. Love every day. Thank you. Elevation, expanded wholeness. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Have a great grand celebration, huh? Saint Valentine's he really was a steward of this remembrance within humans that they are loved. That was his role. That was his role. And he brought in many things, like the red rose and all of that, the color red, which is get into action, be love. Filled with love, Kelly shares. We have 2 dogs and a chocolate lab. Oh, right, and a black lab. They each came in and placed their heads in my open palms. How beautiful. I can just see the vision of it. Sometimes I feel like we should have one of these cyber drones, just capturing what's going on in our fields, allowing and trusting in flow, love and abundance. Thank you all. Thank you.